So one of the most common questions that I get asked by people who sign up for my program for the first time is, hey Albright, how can I ignore my thoughts? And I'm just like, who told you to ignore your thoughts? Where did you get that concept from? Where did you like literally get that idea of ignoring your thoughts? If I gave you 1,000 USD right now that I need you to, Mary, Henry, I need you to ignore your thoughts. Could you ignore your thoughts? The unwanted, negative, intrusive, scary thoughts. Could you literally ignore them? That's so uncomfortable. That's so something that is impossible right now with someone struggling with anxiety, because tell me how you are getting this thought that you literally need to kill yourself. I'm talking about the worst case scenarios. You literally need to divorce your husband. You literally need to kill your kids. Those thoughts are opposite of your moral values. So, and they are always knocking. They are always knocking. They are so much they come with a sense of urgency. They come with a lot of emotions. How can you ignore these thoughts? It's not possible. It's not possible. The thing here is, those thoughts are knocking that you need to do this. Of course, there are always the negative thoughts, the thoughts that come with so much urgency, the scary, the disturbing thoughts, the uncomfortable thoughts. They are here, they are knocking. The thing is, acknowledge that it is there. Don't pretend like they are not there, because they are there. Acknowledge that it is there and accept them to be there. Allow them to be there without trying to fight them, without trying to resist them, without trying to make them go away, without trying to argue with them, without trying to solve them. The second fear that you always do, accept this thought without adding on fear on top of them. And continue with what you're doing. I'm having these thoughts, but I'm still gonna take my kids to school. I'm having these thoughts, but I'm still gonna have fun with my husband. I'm having these thoughts, but I'm still gonna go to party. Like, literally do your thing with those thoughts. They're the kind of emotions that they're coming with. Let them be. Let those emotions be. They're not gonna kill you. How long have you had those emotions? But have they done any harm to you? Of course, they are uncomfortable. They are painful. I struggle with painful emotions. Was one of my biggest struggles. Apart from like literally fatigue, depression. Painful emotions was my biggest struggle. So the emotions that they come with, they uncomfortable. The way they're making you uncomfortable. Just literally allow it to be there. Anxious thoughts feed off your attention. They feed off your energy. Anytime you're doing something about them, you're sending the wrong signal to the brain that really you are giving these thoughts attention, and the brain says, hey, I can see that he or she is giving them attention. This means that these thoughts are important, and more adrenaline, more fear. You're gonna develop more fear. And what is the consequence of more fear? The consequence of more fear is more of these thoughts. So intrusive thoughts are uncomfortable. Their unwanted thoughts are uncomfortable, but you doing something about them is the reason why you are having more of them.